This is going to be problematic.
Is it?
Yeah, you're going to lose your pierogi mind.
This is Hot Ones Versus. In front of these contestants is a stack of deeply personal questions. They can either tell the truth
Wait, you didn't really answer the question.
or suffer the wrath of the last dance.
Oh, damn, it's hot.
Whoever eats the most wings loses.
You ready?
This is not going well.
You ready, bro?
I am ready.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh, no.
This is this little show we were on. Captivated audiences for 171 episodes.
But who's counting?
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Name one storyline you think should have never made it out of the writer's room. Oh, God.
After Nina left the show, they were like, we need to pair Stefan with some romantic partner. And then Stefan and Caroline ended up having a wedding and getting married, right?
It was a little forced, but it was cute.
It was
you guys
cute.
Are cute.
It was
She's
cute.
pretty and you're pretty and you know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We spent 8 seasons playing the Salvatore brothers. What habit of mine
Oh, God.
would annoy you the most if we had actually grown up together?
How much time do we have? So, whether we're in like a 5-star restaurant or like a dark dungeon set or something at 3 in the morning.
Or just a dark dungeon.
Or just a dark
Doesn't
dungeon.
have to be a set.
And you'll just go like, oh, God. Oh, no. And I'm like, what's wrong, brother? He's like, nothing.
But you know, funny you should say chewing. I've never.
You always give me shit about chewing.
We have company Zooms for Brothers Bond, and you're always chewing.
Yeah, but, okay. But you chew a lot, but like this. With a scowl. Like the world is ending. Or someone just stole
That's how I'm gonna
your,
eat my
like,
hot wings.
ice cream.
Yeah. Anyway. Love you.
I love you. This is a wild card! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! So I own a pizza parlor with my actual brothers.
Yep.
Sorry, Paul.
Actual brothers.
Let's see if you've got what it takes to join the family business.
Okay.
We will both demonstrate our perfect dough toss now. The first one to drop the ball must eat a death wing.
Holy shit! I've never done this.
All right, so flip it over a little bit.
Oh, you're telling me what to do.
Get it in.
Okay.
So,
I'm ready.
you want to...
Wait, are you not supposed to be telling me this? I'm supposed to.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. Why am I bouncing up and down? Why am I going like this?
Now that you're in your 40s,
Yeah.
just remind you of your sack.
All right, guys, here we go. Throwing it up in the air.
Ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Set.
Go. Hey, oh, mine's awesome, dude. yours
Mine's a little, got a little
yours
bigger.
looks like a melted Freddy Krueger mask.
You actually did a good job.
Thanks, bud.
You actually did a great job.
I would smash this. Please.
Declare Paul the winner.
There you go.
What a t-shirt Ian is.
All right. I'm gonna eat. Ah, Jesus.
All right,
All
man.
right, bro.
You got this, bro. Just eat it.
This is gonna be problematic.
Is it?
Yeah, because when you can feel it like that fast,
Yeah.
this shit's hot, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, you're gonna lose your pierogi mind.
All right. Here we go. You ready, Ian? How you feeling?
It's gonna be a long day.
Okay. You were on the groundbreaking series Lost,
Yep.
which had a famously divisive ending. What was your honest reaction, to the show's finale the first time you saw it?
The thing about Lost was, it wasn't my show. So people run up to me, oh, damn, it's hot. On the like streets of New York, and they're like, what about Lost? Oh my God, that ending. And I'm like, you can't make everyone happy.
Wait, you didn't really answer the question.
When I first saw it, I said, oh wow, that's where they went. I think people are genuinely gonna be like very relieved, and then people are gonna be genuinely very pissed.
And which camp did you fall into? Relief or pissed?
I came into the, they'd finished it, they'd crushed it. But it's one of the biggest shows in the world. You can't make everyone happy. I can't wait for you to have one of these. Dun dun. Friendship test.
Yay.
We have a song about friendship.
We do.
Friendship It's the best ship. It's a schooner that you ride with a chum. All right, friendship test. I'm gonna write down my answer, and you have to guess my response.
Okay.
Guess wrong and eat a death wing.
Okay.
What is my love language?
Ooh. Wait, can you remind me the different love languages?
Is slapping one? No,
That's our form.
So acts of service, quality time, touch,
words, gifts.
words, gifts.
Do you know which one yours is?
I mean, I'm all of them.
When it comes to me, it's touch, though, right?
Yep, for sure.
Okay.
That's why I thought there was the slapping one.
Okay. 1,
2,
2, 3.
Acts of service.
You know, Ian's like somebody, you're involved in charities, you're involved in environmental things, and I feel like that's your way of giving, and I feel like typically the way people give is what they want to receive.
Oh, we've spent 15 years together.
Also, I may or may not have watched your pen do 3 words.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's why I said you write it first.
Yeah, you gotta have a wing.
Even though I won, I'm still doing it as an act of service to you.
Yeah.
This is a sign of my friendship. I'm a Polish man who eats cabbage and pierogi. We don't do spicy, all right, man? So this is my act of service to you.
Act of service, bro.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it makes you feel alive, which I usually don't feel when I'm around you.
All right. All right, man. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I was cast on Guiding Light
Yeah.
at the age of 16.
It's an Oscar-winning, isn't that like?
Yeah, Oscar spelled with a K.
It's Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, it's an Oscar Mayer winning show. So I was cast on the Oscar Mayer winning show Guiding Light at the age of 16. What was my character's name? There's no way you know. I'm sweating.
It's because
At first I was like, I got this. Boy, this is really something, huh? All right,
ready?
yeah.
Set, go. Death wing, here we come.
All right, man, eat the death wing. My character's name was Max, dude.
Max, yeah.
Max Nickerson. Hey, did you know that when I joined the Guiding Light, I was actually recasting somebody that had just left the show?
Of course, that's what they only.
And that's what they
why
would
you
do.
got
And
the
I
role.
remember the first time I appeared on the show, a random announcement was just
Marlon
like,
Brando or
the
something?
character of Max Nickerson will now be played by Paul Wazalewski, because that was my name at the time. My
That's
legal
when you
name.
were like.
And then I appeared on the screen.
Was that the tipping point? You were like, no one's calling me Wazalewski.
Well, I wanted to be Paweł Wasilewski, my real name, but people were always messing it up. So I never changed it legally, but I made it Paul Wesley when I turned 20.
Ian, did you ever think about a name change?
He does have a name change.
Oh.
You know what his real name is? Ian Smolderholder.
I was gonna
Do
legally
it for us,
change it.
just
to that.
do it for us.
I mean, it's a little on the spot. All right, you ready?
All right.